Mayor of Pendrevale says, fun fact, in my first ever game of Paper Legacy at Game Storia, I got Crashing Footfalled in my turn 1 upkeep on the play. Wow. Wow. All right, Island Pass for Ryan. Atraxa discarded to hand size. Dom V mentioning Ragavan. We need to unban Ragavan, right? Don't we miss it? I think we miss it. I'm
gonna get an island. Sure.
Yeah, Ryan plays Legacy, but only when the stakes are super high. With everything on the line. Cracking a Marsh Flats is Greg. A couple of cantrips have happened on Ryan's side so far. Crafting a hand probably full of defensive cards for whatever nasty tricks Greg has in store for us. Let's see. Dark Ritual. Force pitching Snapcaster on Dark Ritual. Interesting. Plays a Plains. You don't usually see Force on Dark Ritual. What does that tell us about Ryan's hand, chat?
Lotus Petal?
Lotus Petal for Greg. Another Dark Ritual, okay. Animate Dead targeting Atraxa is on the stack. If Ryan had Daze, they would likely have Daze there.
Sure.
Swords on Atraxa, would its trigger on the stack? Just 6 life because of Animate Dead.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Okay, we see Witherbloom Apprentice and Chain of Smog are in there. It's quite nasty. Cabal Therapy, Gristlebrand, Animate Dead, Reanimate, Unmask. Lotus Petal has been picked out. Animate Dead has been picked out. They're the only cards of their types. Chain of Smog might be the pick for sorcery. No, maybe we're going for Unmask.
Tricky. Yeah, we'll take this. Take.
Okay, Witherbloom Apprentice has been selected, and Chain of Smog. And Dark Ritual.
And creatures. Sure. Do that.
All right, so the entire Chain of Smog combo is in Greg's hand now. There's Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual using a floating black mana. 3 black mana floating now. Fetching with Verdant Catacombs. Most likely going to get a Bayou and attempt Chain of Smog kill here. What is Ryan holding is what I'm wondering. The Force of Will on Dark Ritual was interesting. I'm not saying it was wrong. I'm just saying it was interesting. Here's Witherbloom Apprentice. It's resolving.
Tempted to Chain of Smog myself.
Ooh, Ryan reading Chain of Smog now. Has not pointed out the Witherbloom Apprentice trigger just yet. Spell Pierce. Greg can pay for it with 2 Lotus Petals, and does so. All right, 1 card goes on the bottom for Ryan. Scalding Tarn. Pass. Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. Resolves this time. Entomb. That resolves. Okay. Gristlebrand. Are we going to see a surgical here? What's going to happen? Please do something. All right, surgical. Surgical on Gristlebrand. And Greg's hand is revealed. The Chain of Smog combo is in it, with the Bloom Apprentice and Chain of Smog and Entomb Faithless Looting as well.
So there's one left?
No, there's only one.
Oh, there's only one in your deck?
Well, there's only one post sideboard.
Okay, so there is only 1 Gristlebrand in the entire deck after sideboarding, it looks like.
Do you want me to write that down, or are you going to play it? I'm at 18. Your turn.
Greg likes these Witherbloom Apprentice Chain of Smog combos in the post-sideboard games against Control. Doesn't really commit as much to putting a creature into the graveyard and reanimating it. All right, Faithless Looting on the stack. And Faerie Mastermind making an appearance.
So I will pick it up. Draw 1, draw 2.
This will give Ryan a trigger here.
I'll pitch a Witherbloom and an Entomb.
Witherbloom Apprentice and Entomb have been discarded. Ryan draws off the Fairy. Fairy attacks for 2.
Unmask you, pitch your second.
Unmask, pitching your second. 2 cards in here?
Yeah.
Harry Houdini can't believe it. Can't believe we're live right now. Harry's mind is blown. Unmask happening. Double Containment Priest. Sheesh. Prismatic Ending, Force of Negation, and Spell Pierce. Prismatic Ending is chosen. The other cards don't really stop the Chain of Smog combo. Containment Priests do not stop the Chain of Smog combo, but the counter spells will be relevant. Containment Priests will stop any reanimation effects, though. Witherbloom Apprentice has been cast. There is one in the graveyard as well. Harry Houdini, thank you for this gift sub. 33 now on the channel for Harry Houdini. Harry is so close to breaking into the top 10 all time, and I'm excited for it. Thank you, Harry. Appreciate that. Brainstorm here for Ryan. Another gift sub from Harry. No. Same one. I guess a delayed thing came up.
12.
Activate welder
That's all good, Harry. Thanks for being here. All right, attacking for 2.
Flashback, create this one, trigger.
Flashback Faithless Looting.
So trigger.
No, triggers us. Yeah. So I go to 15 and you go to 15.
Yeah.
Magecraft trigger was pointed out there. Faerie Mastermind trigger will happen after this resolves. Greg discards a Marsh Flats and a Lotus Petal. Ryan draws a card.
No. Sure.
Casting Ponder. As it stands right now, we know about another Containment Priest, a Spell Pierce, and a Force of Negation were in hand, and now found a Prismatic Ending, so Witherbloom Apprentice has been removed from the game. There's another one in the graveyard, but Greg can't reanimate it with a Containment Priest down, so that ties up the match. We're going to game 3. All right, 1 card, 1 on the bottom for Ryan, it looks like. Verdant Catacombs to start for Greg. Scalding Tarn, Ponder. Finding a basic island.
Your turn.
All right, another fetch for Greg. Gets a Badlands. Faithless Looting on the stack.
Rescue.
Atraxa, Grand Unifier, and Gristlebrand were discarded. Unmask, pitching Animate Dead, targeting Ryan. The hand is revealed. Looks like a nice one. Force of Will, Brainstorm, Faerie Mastermind, Narset, Force of Negation, and Flooded Strand. Pretty good. Force of Negation has been chosen.
Targeting?
Tracks.
Oh, force. Okay. Pitching.
Go ahead.
All right. Pitching Narset to Force of Will. Narset doesn't really stop Atraxa's ability, but now Ryan might be out of counter magic. Let's see. Another Faithless Looting.
Shooting results.
All right, let's Looting resolve. Doesn't flash in the Fairy. Oh, was there a life loss miss? Yeah. Greg does have a pad with life total, so maybe the phone just hasn't been updated yet. It looks like Greg has Ryan at lower than 20 life on the pad. Yeah, Twitch chat losing their minds about this, though. Losing their minds. Seiju and Verdant Catacombs have been discarded.
I should be at 18.
All right, I think players are discussing life totals now, and it has been corrected.
Well, I had this up.
It's all going to be okay, everybody. We got it. Everybody calm down. There's a Tundra. What comes next? Faerie Mastermind. It's a Ponder for Ryan.
Flashback loading.
Flashback looting. Yeah, I'll trigger after that resolves.
After the Faithless Looting resolves, Faerie Mastermind's ability will go on the stack. Ryan draws a card. Swings with Faerie Mastermind.
Ball therapy, target you. Ball therapy, target
That's my best draw.
force pitching. Attempt to shoulder.
All right. Force pitching Snapcaster. Containment Priest in response to Shallow Grave. That's pretty good for Ryan.
Go for the top card. Yeah, just exile.
So Bren gets exiled. Containment Priest was pretty damn good there. Brainstorm for Ryan. I think Advantage Bar swung all the way to the right after that Containment Priest entered the battlefield. Looks like Greg only has one card in hand. Chain of Smog combo still a threat. Doesn't use the graveyard. But Ryan sorting through the deck. Maybe to find defense against that now. All right, Spell Pierce on Flashback Looting. Pretty good. Attack for 4. Greg down to 7. What should you have done instead of flashing back looting, Greg? Anarchy Inducer in the chat.
So I could at least pin that first line and then draw the
Flashback looting. Trigger.
Okay, this flashback of looting will resolve. Faerie Mastermind will do its thing once this ends. The Shallow Grave was a misplay, you're feeling like? I don't know. I mean, if you're playing Reanimator, you're not really, I don't know. All right, another Faithless Looting happens. Greg scoops it up. That is the match.